It's truth or dare in the style of 21 dares.
So sweet, ran into the house.
I can't even see myself.
Everyone on here has gone to places that some people deem like unsafe or a place you shouldn't go.
Yes, we're back with another game of 21 digital dares and travel truths. Each playing from our respective homes. Today our players are Walter's World, Travel Comic, Nike and Kim, and How Many Holidays.
To help us make more videos like this and more travel vlogs, please hit subscribe down below and comment on what you like, what you don't like, and what you want to see us do next.
Right, let's get into it. Ah!
Hey!
Woo! Hey, Chelsea, yes. Nick, Travel Comic, yeah.
Hello.
Hi,
we're here. Hi.
Cool. Oh, we're so excited to have you on this call and also for you to meet each other.
Yeah, indeed.
First time.
Thank you for bringing us together.
Nice.
It'd be great if we could just go around and introduce ourselves and our channels. So we're After the Calm and we started 6-7 months ago, so pretty new. We're all about unearthing the unusual and calm and chaos in each destination. So that's our sort of tagline.
Hi, I'm Mark Walters. I run a Walters World Travel channel, and we do honest travel advice, try to help people out when they're going places so they don't get ripped off and stuff like that. So glad I could be a part of this. A little early for me, I apologize. It was out in the sun a little bit too much yesterday filming. I forgot after 2 months of being inside, when you go out in the sun, you turn into a red bead. This is not the camera messing up. This is my actual face burned.
Yeah, hi, my name is actually Francesca, but my YouTube channel's name is Travel Comic. So I also do like a lot of travel vlogs and I don't know, travel related videos. And I started the channel like 10 years ago, but since like the last year, I started uploading more frequently. So yeah, and I'm so happy to be here.
I'm Chelsea. My channel is called How Many Holidays, which all started a few years ago when I tried to do 10 holidays for half the average price the British person spends a year. It was supposed to be a 1-year thing, just a bit of fun, and I had so much fun doing all the videos that I've kind of continued. And on the side, you may have seen, if you've seen my YouTube channel, haven't uploaded anything in 3 months. There is stuff coming next week, which is very exciting. But on the side of it, I do a lot of stuff in like the UK press and media about cheap holidays, and that's my whole thing. It's all about making the most of your money.
Hi, we're Nike and Kim. We are from Belgium. We started traveling full-time last year, January, so we've been on the road for almost 1.5 years now. And we make travel videos, nothing too specific, just our adventures on the roads while traveling.
So basically the way it goes, it's truth or dare in the style of 21 dares, if you've ever played that. We count as a group to 21, and you can either say on your turn either 1, 2, or 3 numbers in a row, and then whoever lands on 21 gets asked truth or dare by the last person who said 21. And then that person would give them a truth or dare.
If it's After the Calm, do you each get to have your own?
Well, this is it. Yeah.
Nike and Kim, they're smart. They're together. So
No, Mark, we'll be doing them as a team.
Cool. All right, I'll start with 1, 2, 3.
4,
5,
6, 7,
8, 9, 10.
11, 12.
13, 14, 15.
16, 17, 18.
19.
20.
21.
Fired.
Asking yourself,
What do we do here, Tamsin?
I think we should nominate the next person. Mark, would you like to ask us truth or dare?
Sure. Truth or dare?
Truth.
Truth. Okay, so my question for you is, have you ever been so sick on a day you have to travel that when you go to the airport, you're scared you're going to poop your pants on the plane?
Personally, I've had a bit of apprehension before and felt a bit sick, but not actually been super ill before traveling. I don't know about you, Tamsin.
Oh, I've never been in that exact position, thankfully. That sounds horrible.
Oh, it is.
This is a personal experience.
Yes. Once we were coming back from El Salvador in February, and both my wife and I got bad water, and we're dying. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. And it was funny because we're on the coast and there was an earthquake. So we're like, oh, we're crapping ourselves, and we're gonna have a tsunami. Oh, this is gonna be great. But we made it. We did okay. But I'm glad you all have not had that problem.
Hopefully. Maybe to come. Never know.
In the middle of watching a Vietnamese wall puppet show, which you cannot get out of. And I was back for it. And yeah, managed to hold on. But boy, I have never ran so fast in my life.
It's very tight, that room, isn't it? We went in there a few months ago. It's not easy to get out of.
You can't move in that room. No.
1,
2,
3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8.
9, 10, 11,
13,
14,
15.
19, 20.
21. So I'll go with truth as well, because it's too early for me to run around the house.
All right.
You say in one of your vlogs not to be afraid of English food.
Yeah.
But that means you must have had some bad English food. What's the worst English food you've eaten?
The worst English food? I don't think it was an English food. It was when I was in England. I dated an English girl for a number of years, and her mom was a wonderful cook, except she made something with tripe, which was just horrible. Like she's a wonderful lady and just an amazing cook. Like to this day, I think she's one of the best people in the world. But man, she made that, and I sat there and I'm like, this is wonderful. Would you like more? I'm like, sure, because you're dating a girl and you're like at her parents' house. You're not going to say no, and so you're just sitting there like, lovely. Thank you. I never saw it anywhere in any English menu ever, but her family was very English. So everything we had, we had tea every time we were there, and we very much like tea and crumpets and all this kind of stuff. Like Downton Abbey is not British enough for this family kind of stuff, right? And so I'm figuring it must be something traditional, but I really hope it's not.
I've never had tripe.
No, me neither.
You're lucky. Don't.
I've got a lot of crumpets, though. A lot of crumpets.
Yes, that's cool. I'll do that. I'll do that all day. Okay, 1,
2,
3,
4, 5, 6.
7, 8, 9,
10,
11,
12,
13.
14.
15, 16.
17,
18, 19, 20.
Boom, Chelsea with the burn.
22.
21.
All right, truth or dare?
Still early, so no, it's actually quite late here, but still early in the game. So
Have you ever been shut down by the police or a border guard for money or other things?
I've been in Thailand when we were riding a scooter in where was it, in Phuket?
Phuket, yeah.
We were coming back from watching the sunset when I had one beer, and they stopped us, and then they just used this breath analyzer on me and they said, "Yeah, you are drunk, you are over the speed limit," and they made up some bullshit story. And then they shook us down, and they tried to get, I don't know what they started with. I think they said it's like $500 they
It was
wanted,
more. I think it was even
or 1,000 or something. Yeah. And then he said, "Yeah, what are you willing to pay?" And I started my offer with, "Okay, I'll give you €5."
I was like, my reaction was, "Oh no, we're gonna be in some serious trouble. This is gonna cost us so much money. Oh no!" And then he was like, "I'm going to negotiate our way out of this." The approach, but in the end, his was better.
I think we got out by paying, I don't know, €10, €12, something like that. And we didn't have our international driver's license with us, so they had us on something, but they were trying to get us on something else. So we actually ended up paying less than the fine would have been for that driver's license. So I think we negotiated pretty well.
We negotiated pretty
Good
well.
negotiations, man.
Yeah, they kept us on the side of the road for a bit, and they made us wait, and then they came back and said, "We stopped a few more people, and that guy is even giving the equivalent of like $1,500. So you have to go up with the price." And then he was like, "No."
No, just start with
Amazing. Like true travelers, negotiation skills.
It's not just for the markets anymore. Oh no.
No. 1,
2, 3,
4, 5, 6.
7,
8, 9, 10.
11, 12.
13, 14.
15. So hopefully we can go around more. So you gotta get Francesca here.
16, 17, 18.
19,
20.
Oh, 21. I know what I have to do. It's a dare.
Wait, we have a list. You can
I'm
choose.
so scared. Oh god.
No, it's nothing too bad. Hum a song of your choice and don't stop until one of us can guess the name.
Ooh. Okay.
Walking on Sunshine.
Yes!
Bingo works! Yeah!
I recognize it, so it was good humming, but I couldn't come up with the name.
3.
4, 5, 6.
7, 8, 9.
10, 11,
12,
13.
14, 15.
16, 17, 18.
19.
20.
Yay!
We'll go for a truth this time.
So, I have a very personal question for you. I know
Good
we're
setup.
all doing YouTube and videos and stuff like this. So, if you had to marry one YouTuber tonight, which one would you choose for the rest of your life?
The rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like I need to go through my subscription list really quickly. An array of people. Okay, who's the richest? Surely that should be the question, right?
No more budget travel.
Yeah, exactly. Channel's over. Fine.
Yeah, he has to be a travel YouTuber.
It has to be a travel YouTuber.
Yeah.
I really like, and I feel bad because they're married. So just putting it out there. I'm sorry, Alison, but I really like Eric from The Endless Adventure.
Huh.
I think
He's a nice dude. I like him.
marry him and travel around. And, you know, they
Aw.
love life. But I do feel sorry because I love Alison from it too. I'm so sorry.
Hmm.
They are great.
Okay, great choice.
What would your choice be? Am I allowed to ask that? Am I allowed to flip it?
No, that's not how this game works.
See, I already know the one I would marry. It would be Jocelyn from Walter's World. She's my.
Yes.
So I get the easy way out.
In case she watches it back later.
That's right.
1, 2.
3, 4.
It's me, isn't it? 5.
6, 7.
8.
9, 10.
11, 12, 13.
14, 15, 16.
17, 18.
19.
20.
21.
At least we've got our counting down.
Okay, would you like a truth or a dare?
There.
Let's go for the dare.
You've got to go through your contact list, and when I say stop, you have to text that person and say, I love you.
Both of us?
God.
Here's one.
Brilliant.
And
That's lovely.
It might be awkward if it's like someone you don't really know.
God, he's looking for his contact list. This can take a while.
Okay.
got a Nokia 3310 down there? What are you doing?
I'll start now.
I used to have that phone. I loved it. I loved playing Snake on it. My favourite game.
Dude, that was awesome.
Oh.
Game.
Oh, crap.
Who is it?
It's a former colleague.
Oh.
So here I'm gonna send it. It's been
Good
sent.
work.
Oh,
Hey.
Who is this?
Very
It
brave.
would be really funny now if he gets a text back saying, "Oh my God, I thought you didn't reciprocate. I love you too."
Yeah,
But I'm worried about he gets a picture back and you're gonna be like, whoa, I didn't need to see that.
who knows what I will get back? I don't know.
let us know.
1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6.
7.
8.
9, 10, 11.
12, 13, 14.
15, 16, 17.
18.
19.
Oh no, 20. Again.
Just again.
21.
Do you need to nominate someone to ask us a question?
It'd be Chelsea again.
Okay.
Um,
Should I get truth or another dare?
maybe truth this time.
Truth. Mix it up a little. Not telling too many people we love them tonight.
Yeah, it might be becoming awkward if I tell too many people I love them and they get in a fight together.
And Kim starts getting text messages. Is everything okay in your relationship?
Do you travel as a duo? Which one out of both of you would you say works the hardest on the channel?
On the channel. That's a hard question. I think the more productive out of the two of us would be you.
Yeah, I definitely generate more output.
It's true. It's actually true. Like the filming we both do together. Obviously,
Yeah,
we go
so
out, we film during the
that's
day.
same.
That's similar. And then the editing we also do. Like
Sometimes
we
we
take
do
turns.
Yeah, we take turns, or sometimes we do a video together. But in terms of probably most videos edited would be me probably.
Yeah, that would be you.
Because I'm just quicker at it, and because I'm less perfectionist, I just put it out there and get it done.
If it were me, I would put out like one video a month and be like, that was way too soon. I was not ready for this.
So you're trying to pick a fight between us. Thanks. Appreciate it. 1,
2, 3, 4,
5, 6,
7,
8,
9, 10,
11,
12, 13,
14,
15, 16,
17, 18.
19.
20.
21.
Hey, go Francesca!
Yay. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna choose the dare.
That's scary if they're gonna like clear their throat.
Scares me too.
So in the accent of a country you've visited, tell us a little bit about that particular country, but use the accent that they have there.
Oh no, I don't know how to say accents. I really don't know.
Yeah, or whichever country you want, and just use the accent while you talk about it a little bit.
Okay. I like about Pakistan, the mountain area, and I love the friendly people. They are really nice. They do everything from their heart. And I love how they're open-minded to their visitors.
It was a bit German Pakistani, but we'll approve it with 2 thumbs up.
Yeah. No, I really loved my trip to Pakistan. I think this was the country that surprised me the most because I was super like, I don't know, I had a lot of prejudices even though I travel like the whole world, but still like there are a few countries where you're just like, you don't necessarily want to go there sometimes because you hear so many stuff in the media. But about Pakistan, I was so shocked, like it was completely different from what I thought. So let's all go together there as a class trip.
Yeah.
Did you go alone the first time, Frenzy?
Yeah, I went alone, but I met people on the way, so I wasn't alone. Many of you go to Pakistan? Nobody.
India, but not Pakistan yet.
I swear you have to go. You have to promise me.
Yeah, your summary video of Pakistan was unbelievably good. It's so good. It was so beautiful.
I was supposed to go for work, but it's interesting what you say about the prejudices because that's why I wasn't able to go in the end because they wouldn't sign it off because it was Pakistan. Yeah.
No way.
That's why I think travel vloggers like ourselves going around showing places like that makes a big difference for people to feel better about going to places. And most people, how could you go there? It's so unsafe. You're going to get kidnapped. You're going to get robbed. You're going to get blah, blah, blah. Everyone on here has gone to places that some people deem like unsafe or a place you shouldn't go. And I think we've all done a good job of really showing places, you know what, you can go enjoy these places. It's not as bad as people say it is. Like experience for yourself. Of course, the news is always going to say the bad stuff. So.
In 2015, we went to Iran. We didn't make a video about it because we weren't really filming back then.
It's just too bad now.
It's such a great country, and the people are so amazing and friendly, and we had the best time there. And it was really great. And yeah, it would be good if we can share that with people as well. So we think about going back in the future.
But when we mentioned it, we were sort of easing. I remember telling my parents, I wanted to like ease them into it, you know, be like, look, I bought a new backpack and we're taking it on our next trip to Iran. And then I remember opening up the backpack to show them the inside, and out fell the travel guide from Iran. And my mother was like, "You're going to Iran?" Because, you know, it has a pretty bad reputation. And people were like, "You're crazy for going there." But the people there are so nice, and the hospitality.
Very safe country.
Second to none.
Got to make more videos, guys. More videos.
1, 2, 3,
4, 5,
6, 7, 8,
9, 10.
11, 12.
13, 14,
15,
16, 17.
18, 19.
I feel bad for Francie.
Mark, did you say 20 or 21?
20. Well, I'd say 21. Then we go and get Fran. I'll do 21 as well because I don't want poor Francesca there getting stuck doing all of them.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you, how much do you make with your YouTube account per month? Just with your advertisement.
So with the Corona stuff, we're about at $2,000, $2,800 a month since it went down. Before that, it was about $10,000 to $12,000 on ad revenue. So,
Just ads.
Just ads. But the thing is like, because I do all the tax stuff, and so it's not like it basically Walter's World breaks evens because we don't do any sponsorships. Like that's where the real money is. Like the other people that's where they're making like big cash. But I have a normal job, and my whole thing is I want to be honest with my travel advice. And if you take sponsorships, I mean, how many of you have seen people that are like obviously not in love with the place, but they make it sound fantastic? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. And so like when we talk to companies, talk to us all the time, like, hey, we'd like to be a sponsor. I'm like, all right, well, we're going to be talking about the good and the bad. And it's not 9 out of 10. 99 times out of 100, the companies say no because they just want a commercial. They don't want a partnership. So like all our stuff comes just from that ad revenue. And all of you know that traveling is not cheap. And everywhere we go with 4 people because it's mainly my wife and my 2 kids. So there's not much left over after all that to pay for all those.
You still teach, Mark?
I'm a marketing professor. I actually have another channel called Professor Walters where I do marketing videos and business videos and YouTube help videos and stuff like that. And so that's the day job, and then Walters World is the hobby job. And it's not even for me. It's not really even a job. It's just I love doing this and I love helping people, and I love teaching. So it's like when I do the videos, like, hey, let me help teach people how to enjoy the cultures and do that.
Yes, thank you so much. It was so interesting.
1,
2,
3, 4, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4. It's confusing. 5, 6, 7.
8, 9, 10.
11, 12.
13, 14, 15.
16.
17, 18.
19.
20. I'm sorry, Francie. I tried.
Okay, 21. Yeah. I think
Truth?
I'm gonna go with the truth now.
Truth. Okay. So, Francie, you're a very friendly person. You're very nice. You don't want to upset anybody when you're traveling. So my truth for you is, there ever been a time, this kind of goes back to the English food one, has there ever been a time where you took a bite into something and you just sat there and chewed and ate it just to be polite and had to have more because you were worried you were going to offend your host, and you just sat there and took it like, oh my God, this is horrible, but I'm going to smile and eat it? Where was that and what was that?
Oh my God. Yes, it was on the Philippines.
Mhm.
And if someone of you have been to the Philippines, then you probably know there's one thing that they love, and it's called balut. And it's like an egg, like a duck egg, I think. But it's already like, how can I say it?
Rotten.
Like, no, it's not rotten, but
Fermented?
Embryo.
Yeah, it's a half-developed chicken inside.
yeah, half developed, exactly. So when you bite into the egg, you can feel the feathers and the bones of the chicken already. So it's super disgusting. I swear I wanted to die. So I was living on the Philippines for 1 year. So of course I had to try it. But yeah, I really didn't want to. And this was probably the worst thing I ever ate in my life. But I ate 2 of them.
Oh, why? Why did you have to eat 2? Was that out of politeness?
Yeah, I got drunk and then I was like, good.
Oh, wow. Fine. That explains everything.
1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6.
7, 8.
9, 10.
11, 12, 13.
14, 15, 16.
17, 18, 19.
20.
21. I think we'll do a dare.
So in which country are you right now?
We're in the UK.
Okay. So you have to go to your window and scream out of the window, I love the United Kingdom.
Okay. Wow, that is so un-British. Chelsea will know that.
You want to hear it? Come on.
Okay, let's give it a go.
That's not that bad.
I'll do it.
All right, got to do it at the same time. You ready? 3,
2, 1. I love the United Kingdom!
It closes the window quickly and hides.
God.
And support for all the people out there that are working hard to keep people safe. So I think it's fine.
1, 2,
3, 4,
5, 6,
7,
9,
10,
11,
12, 13.
14, 15, 16.
17.
18.
19.
20.
21.
Hey, would you like truth or dare?
We still haven't heard back from the former colleague, by the way.
Oh,
So you guys use your drone quite a bit, don't you? You love your drone. Have you got any drone mishaps though, or stories?
The first day we ever flew it. So our drone is a DJI Mavic Air, and it has two modes. The normal mode, where all its safety features are operational, and it can't fly into stuff, neither front ways or back ways or sideways to a limited extent, I think. And there's also the sports feature. So the first time we ever flew it he ever flew it, was at my parents' house, and they have a big backyard. And the drone goes up to, what speed?
70 kilometers an hour.
70
In
kilometers.
sport mode, it goes really fast.
70 kilometers an hour, but only in sport mode. So Nate was like, you're very careful. We were like, this is the first time, this is an expensive piece of equipment. And he was like, I'm gonna put it in sport mode just for a minute, just to check it out and see how fast it can go. So he puts it in sport mode. I'm outside, standing a few meters away from him, talking to my mom. And about, I think a good minute later, we're flying in sports mode. He slams it. He flies it straight into the house at full speed, like front ways. No obstacle avoidance, nothing, like full speed, bam, into the house. And it just falls down on the floor. And I was like, that's the end of it. That was the first and final flight.
It was a very big, loud bang against the house.
But it actually survived.
The only thing, there was one small tip broken of one of its rotors, and then that was it.
And then a scratch, but it was like front ways as well, so it could have hit the camera or something. And he looked at me and he was like,
uh-oh,
this is not going to be good.
I couldn't
But we love
trust
the drone.
myself with the drone. No, I would kill it.
Yeah. We had a really cheap one, and it just flew around in circles and then crashed into a moor, and then that was it. And it never worked again.
1, 2, 3.
4, 5,
6, 7, 8,
9,
10, 11,
12, 13.
14, 15, 16.
17, 18, 19.
20.
one more. Mark, you have the power there. You need to die.
I don't know what you're saying. I don't know.
I will take a dare.
This one? Or
Like definitely
I
going to
don't know
go.
if I like when they have the sinister laugh. That's like,
You have to imitate an elephant. Include sound and
how it moves.
how it moves.
Okay, hang on.
You're like seeing elephants.
going all in. I love it. I love it.
In their natural habitat.
Yeah, in their natural habitat.
Okay. We have props.
Awesome.
Oh my god, this fits too!
I love the commitment, Chelsea. Awesome.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Oh, we can see you. Don't stop, though. Don't stop. Keep going.
Sorry.
Awesome. Love it, Chelsea. Hey, I'm impressed how clean your apartment is. My God.
Didn't realize I had so many elephant-like coloured props in my living room. 1, 2,
3, 4.
6,
7,
8,
9,
10.
11,
12,
13, 14.
15, 16, 17.
18.
19, 20.
Oh, would you like to take a truth or a dare?
I take it there.
In one of your videos, you have an amazing Pakistani bride makeover. So I wondered if in 60 seconds you could try and recreate that look for us on screen using your own makeup. Just like, get ready with me.
Okay, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will show you how to dress up as a Pakistani bride.
Dress up.
Oh my god, we're gonna start with a very quick makeup. 1 second.
Once
So,
you've got it, start the timer.
Pakistanis love to have a very, like Lots of makeup. I can't even see myself.
A little bit to the left there.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay. So that's the makeup part. Now we're gonna go over to the dressing part. I think I have something. I'm not sure about it. Oh, it's here. My wedding dress. I'm really
Wow.
Oh my god! This wasn't planned, by the way.
This got serious fast.
Okay, how many seconds do I have?
You have 20 seconds left.
Okay. I only need 1 more second.
I'll count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year!
Beautiful dress.
incredible.
I'm very glad I didn't have to do that challenge though.
All right, so we're coming to the end of the hour. It always feels so short. Ah. This will be the last round.
1,
2, 3,
4, 5,
6, 7,
8, 9.
10, 11,
12, 13.
14, 15.
16, 17, 18.
19.
20.
21.
All right, Chelsea.
Revenge.
Finish strong.
Oh, I might get to redeem myself. If the last thing I did was a really bad elephant impression, that would not have been good.
You were a good elephant.
I think you were very convincing.
Memorable.
Feel the
I will go for a truth, please.
I wrote it down. Wait. What's the worst country you ever traveled to and where you don't want to go back to? If you had to choose one.
I can talk about where I had like the worst accommodation and experience, and therefore it was not the best time.
Okay.
So when and I feel really bad because it's the one trip that since I started traveling a bit more, I took my mum on as a treat, but I should have known because they booked us into a hostel because all the accommodation was so expensive. But the hostel said that it had a suite. And I was like, oh my God, a suite at a hostel? Maybe this is like the compromise I've been looking for. So I booked us into it. It was in Dublin. So it really pains me to say this because I do love Dublin. But that was definitely, it was such a dive. And what I will say is somebody who is all about cheap travel and all about going to places at a great value. And I think you probably share this sentiment as well. The fact that if you go to those less traveled places, you can have such a better time because your money goes so much further. I do think Dublin is a really tough place to go to for cheap. It's just, I don't know if you've found this, but the accommodation is so expensive because there's so little and so many people want to go. I feel like I'm going to get killed by my Irish ancestry now.
Probably. Well, it was nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you all so much for being brave and just biting the bullet and coming on and joining this game. We've loved meeting you. I hope you love meeting each other as well. And we love setting these things up. So.
Thank you for setting it up. It was a fun time.
Yeah, it was great. And we should all plan a trip together.
Pakistan!
Then we can travel again.
Yes! Whenever.
Always happy to have you guys here in Taiwan.
See you soon. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
If you've watched to the end, we want you to hit subscribe now.
If you've been following our channel for the past week or so, you'll realise we're putting out our short form daily vlogs called Travel Chunks. So again, subscribe for those if you dig that kind of thing.
Keep you guys company during this lockdown time when no one can go anywhere. And if you're new to our channel, hopefully to weird you out a bit too. We'll see you tomorrow.